Sharia that takes the guideline as mentioned in Al-Quran and As-Sunnah. The basic element that are strictly prohibited is in Islamic banking and finance institution is the uses of interest in the transaction. Okay, it's already mentioned in Surah Al-Baqarah verse 251 that said Allah permitted trader and forbid usury. In Islamic system of finance, it indicate risk sharing which provide Islamic financial methods such as mudarabah, musyarakah, bai'ah salam, bai'ah istisna, and etc. that guided in Islamic principle that derived by Al-Quran and As-Sunnah.
There was a man named Al-Zubair Al-Awam. He has taken a responsibility as a bank and keeping others saving. This saving money is converted to loan. When people bring their money to be kept by Al-Zubair, Al-Zubair will inform the person that the money is to be borrowed rather than saving. This is because Al-Zubair is worried he might lose the money. Prophet already well known with his pure heart and attitude such as goodness and truthfulness, so it attract the Arabians until Prophet be a wealth keeper. One of the proof is the expansion of Bait al-Mal, which became the center of banking for Islamic countries. It plays a big role in helping the poor, especially focused on Muslim. Furthermore, the use of check has been widely recognized aligned with the trade increasing between Syria and Yemen that happens twice a year. During his supremacy, Caliph Omar bin Khattab radhiyallahu anhu has used check to pay interest to those who entitled. Using the check, they took the grain in Baitul Mal, which was imported from Egypt at that time. It is clear that there were individuals who did the banking function in the time of the Prophet Muhammad, although this individual did not perform all the function of banking. However, the main functions of modern banking are to receive saving, channel funds, and transferring funds has become an inseparable part of Muslims' life.
Pre-Islamic banking during Dynasty Abbasiyah and Dynasty Umayyah era. It is clear that banking institution is not known as Islamic finance because it is not known by the Muslim community during the era of Prophet Muhammad, Khulafa ar-Rashidin, Dynasty Abbasiyah and Umayyah. However, banking functions such as receive deposit, channeling funds and transfer funds is a common transaction that apply Sharia compliant. During the Prophet era, that banking function be done by individually, but in the Abbasi era, the three banking function performed by an individual in history Islam has been known since then. Banking began to grow rapidly as there were various types of currency arise at the time. Therefore, it requires specialized expertise to distinguish between other currencies. People who have this special skill are called Nakid, Sarf and Zihibs. These economic activities is the embryo of what we know as a money changer now. The banking activities performed by individuals are then performed by institutions known as the bank institution. As Europeans began to practice banking, the problem starts because the transaction performed has an instrument in terms of fee perspective that is haram. The transaction based on this benefit become more prevalent when King Harry allowed to be conditional interest do not multiply excessively. After the death of King Harry, King Edward successfully cancelled the instrument, but it does not last long because when he passed away, it will be replaced by the Queen Elizabeth, who allowed the interest instrument in the transaction.
I will continue for Islamic banking during the modern time. The first attempt at the Islamic banking framework can be seen in Malaysia in the mid-1940 and in Pakistan in 1940. They understand with Sharia, but it does not work. Meanwhile, Pakistan established a local Islamic bank in country's territory. The second attempt is through the setting of a basic banking rule and Islamic support that should continue to be practiced. This effort was made in Egypt from 1963 to 1967 through the establishment of a mid-gamut investment bank. At the same time, Malaysia also carried out the activity by establishing Muslim Pilgrim Saving Corporation Malaysia in 1963. The Muslim Traveller Research Fund organization was established in 1963 to help individuals spend time performing Haji trip to the Mecca and the Medina. After mid-gamut transformed into a conventional framework, Nasir Social Bank was established in Egypt in 1971 and was born out as an interest-free commercial bank and solved its problem when the constitution form did not refer to Sharia at all. Then in 1975, the Islamic Development Bank (IDB) was set up with a paid-out capital of 2 billion dinar with a headquarters in Jeddah. In 1975, also a number of Islamic banks which were trade-oriented and pointed to provide elective in a form of Islamic banking and substitute the existing conventional banking framework were set up in many countries. In year 1977, 3 Islamic banks were set up as a public limited companies. These include Kuwait Finance House in Kuwait, Faisal Islamic Bank in Egypt, as well as a Faisal Islamic Bank in Sudan that was set up by Pangeran Muhammad Al Saud. Also, the Association of International Islamic Bank was established and located in Jeddah in the same year.
The most important for the expansions of Islamic banking can be evidenced by the licensing of a large company, Al-Rajhi Corporation, which began its operations in year 1985 and acquired considerable experience in the field of company production and trading in Europe as well as in United States. In 1977, a multinational investment company called Islamic Investment Corporation (ICC) Limited was set up in Bahamas. In 1 year, another limited company was set up in Jordan, and it is known as Jordan Islamic Bank for finance as well as investment. The reason for its formation is to plan financing as well as investment. Subsequently, in 1979, Islamic Bank of Bahrain and the United Arab Emirates Islamic Investment Company was established. In the same year, the first Islamic insurance or takaful company, which was the Sudan Islamic Insurance Company, was established. This is because Muslims are prohibited from buying conventional insurance products that based on interest, uncertainties, and even gambling. Within the successive year, the International Islamic Bank for Investment as well as Development of Egypt was founded in the following year. After the Dhaka International Islamic Bank and Mashraf Faisal Al-Islami, Bahrain in 1982. In 1986, the Amanah Income Fund, which is the first Islamic mutual fund of the world that invests only in equities that Sharia compliant, was founded in Indiana. The Accounting and Auditing Organization for Islamic Financial Institutions was established in 1990 to develop industry accounting as well as auditing standards. In 1996, Citibank started providing services of Islamic banking. In 2002, the Malaysian Islamic Financial Services Board IFSB was founded as an Islamic Financial Institutions International Standard Setting Body. Last but not least, in 2004, the Islamic Bank of Britain became the first commercial Islamic bank founded outside the Muslim world. In total, since 1970, more than 500 Islamic financial institutions have been founded worldwide, involving about 300 Islamic banks.